Yeah, this truck just looks so mean from any angle. The front, the rear, the side profile. These tires made a huge difference on this truck. What's up, guys? It's been a long minute since I've uploaded a video. And so just yesterday I picked up a new set of tires for my truck. My 2016 F150 Platinum with the 3.5 EcoBoost. And figured out, might as well do a video of the tires. It's been a while since I've talked about my truck. So what we have here is I bought a set of Nitto Ridgeline Grapplers, size 295 65/20s. So this is pretty much a true 35-inch tall tire. Before I had a 33 by 11.5 by 20. So basically went up 2 inches in height, but kept the same width. But this is like the dream tire setup that I've wanted for this truck, and it was time to replace the tires. So I went with these. I was between the 34s and 35s, and I'm so glad I went with the 35s. So this truck has a 2.25-inch leveling kit from the Bilstein leveling struts, and it's got the rear shocks, but the rear is stock height. And this is a FX4, so it's got the 4-wheel drive and it has a tow package, so it's a little taller than your original, or than your typical 2-wheel drive truck, without the tow package. But the truck sits really nice and level. Just do a little walk around. I got covers as well for the fender wells. Makes it look really clean like that. I've had this truck for over 2 years now, a little over 2 years, and I've been loving it. So comfortable, very practical. And that ruby red just pops in the sunlight. It's a little hard to tell right now, the sun's going down, but it's just beautiful. So now that we did a little walk around, let's kind of get close and talk about these tires. So 35-inch tall tire. It fits really snug. I mean, this truck, like I said, it has a 2.25-inch level kit, and to me it sits pretty darn leveled all around. So as I was saying, I was really stuck between the 34s or going with 35s, but I'm so glad I went with the 35s. I was worried about rubbing, but the tire shop that I went to hooked me up. I mean, they test fitted a tire on there first before I even purchased the tires. And we did test for rubbing, and thankfully it all worked out. So there are two things I really want to talk about that I feel like many people might not really talk about it when they do 35s on this truck. Many will say that there's absolutely no rubbing, and for the most part it's true. Let me show you. I still have my rear and front crash bars. The lower splitter is still one piece intact, not trimmed at all. In day-to-day functions, it does not rub at all. Now, yesterday I had a little experience where I was doing a U-turn going pretty quick, and it did rub a little bit on the rear crash bar. So yes, there is a little bit of rubbing, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, as long as you're not doing your U-turns all day long, I mean, you'll be fine. And the second thing to take note of is if you go with a 35-inch tire, your speedometer is going to be off. And in my experience, mine is off about 5 miles per hour. At least when I was going about 70 miles an hour on the highway, I noticed that compared to my GPS on the phone, it was saying I was going 75, but my truck was saying 70. So that's something that you got to take note of. But it can be fixed through a programmer, or from what I've heard, with the 4Scan tool, you can go in there and change the parameters to adjust or accommodate for this tire size. I might be a little biased, but I think it's one of the best or better looking tires out there in the market for a hybrid tire. It looks very aggressive, but not overkill like a mud terrain tire. When you drive anywhere you go on the highway, it's super quiet, very smooth. I mean, it's a really good tire. It's really hard to beat. Just as a reference, pretty much the tire sits pretty darn almost flush with the fender. I mean, to me it's perfect. And then you see the aggressive tread pattern from the back end. I mean, that looks so good. So I just say do your research if you're trying to go with 35s in your truck. But if you have a 2015 through 2020 F150 Platinum with the FX4 tow package and leveled at least 2¼ inches in front, I'd say you're safe to go with 35s if you're interested. Well, that's about all for this video. Just wanted to share with you guys my review and the overlook of 35-inch tires on my truck, the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. I'll put all the specs of the tires and the suspension in the description of the video. But that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Los Car 50 out.